What's going on, peeps? Here we go again with another so-called, well, hopefully another great live. I ain't gonna say so-called, but you see the title. Trump is trying to make discrimination great again. He really is. This right here is a prime example of why black people should get out and vote. You know, I always hear these black people whining and crying and about not voting. They shouldn't vote. They don't have no reason to vote. Well, this right here shows you there is a reason to vote. And this right here shows you also that if you don't vote, this is the type of things that could happen to you as black people in this country. They're trying to roll back the civil rights on you. What's up, Grandma Love? I'm good this morning. How are you doing this morning? And when I first came across this, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was people who say they don't like to vote. People who say they don't have a reason to vote. Then I started thinking to myself, when are black people going to wake up and understand? When you don't vote, things like this right here happens to you. Now, you can't complain. Why are you complaining? There's no reason to complain. Honestly, I don't even feel bad about the decision Donald Trump has made to try to get rid of anti-discrimination laws in the workplace, in the federal workplace. I don't feel bad. I really don't. You know why I don't? Because we have so many ignorant ass black people who just refuse to vote. What's up, Alpha? I'm glad you voted, my brother. Even though you voted for the wrong person, in my opinion, but I'm glad you voted. But it's to the point where, and that's the thing about, also, Alpha, that's another thing also. I don't care who you vote for. Just get up and go vote. Participate in the system. And a lot of these people, they don't want to participate, but they want the benefits of the system. And then when something negative happens to them, they want to complain. They want to call Trump a racist, in which he is. They want to say Trump is wrong, but you didn't vote. So who cares about your opinion? I don't care about your opinion. I don't care who you are. If you didn't vote, I can care less about your opinion. I can care less about how much you're crying because you did not take the opportunity to get off your ass and go vote. Well, Alpha, I'm hoping and praying that you don't succeed at that, because the only thing you're doing is making more black people, how can I put it and be nice? You're turning black people into something that they're not. But this is my whole thing, though. I just want people to understand something. Stop complaining, black people. Stop complaining. Because you all know what was going to happen with Donald Trump. We all seen it the first 4 years. Some of the policies he put out. Now, the second 4 years are even going to be worse than the first 4 years. Now, he tried to roll back anti-discrimination laws that was executive orders from LBJ in 1965. Now, I'm not even worried about that. He can get rid of that executive order all he wants. And the reason why, because y'all have to understand something also. In 1972, Congress codified that executive order by making it law with the Equal Employment Opportunity Act. So what LBJ did in 1965 is basically useless because of what Congress did in 1972. So I'm not worried about Donald Trump executive order. But what really is disturbing me the most is he attempted to do it. He tried to do it. See, that's what got me. He tried to do it. And that's the problem. And Alpha, you might be a black man, true enough, and we might disagree on policies, but you need to wake up also, my brother, and understand. By getting rid of anti-discrimination laws, That's not going to benefit you. That's not going to benefit anybody who's black and voted for Donald Trump. How is that going to benefit you? It's not going to benefit you. Do you realize who is the bigger employer of black people in this country? The federal government. There are more people of color working for the federal government than any other entity in this country. So when Donald Trump put these laws out there that trying to get rid of this, they're trying to be anti-discrimination, only thing he's doing is making it harder for black people to get jobs in the federal government. Look at his cabinet. How many black people are in his cabinet? One. How many black people that was in his cabinet the first term? One. And for all you brothers and sisters who's following this mega crowd, if y'all don't see what's going on, I'm sorry for y'all. Y'all are blind to the facts. Because ain't no way in the hell you're going to tell me you can ignore that you only have 2 black people in your cabinet in 2 terms, and both of them was over HUD. That's racism within itself. Come on, man. Come on, let's be real. That's not true, Alpha. Everybody want to talk about the gay community. Everybody want to talk about H-1B visa. No, those laws are affecting black people. Those laws are affecting black people, bottom line. And like I just said, look at his cabinet. Trump cabinet says it all about how Trump feels about black people. That's it. Another thing also, Alpha, which I'm glad you're here this morning, because I'm gonna pretty much focus on you, Alpha, this morning. And the reason why, because I want you to understand something. Y'all are sitting here allowing these white people to talk about DEI in front of y'all like every black person who achieved something in this country, only reason they got it because of DEI. But then y'all turn around and y'all ignore what's going on in your face right now with Pete Hegseth, who was confirmed last night to be the Secretary of Defense. But y'all have nothing to say about that. Nothing to say about that. I even had a white man in a comment the other day. Tell me who was a better pick, Lord Austin or Pete Hegseth. And I'm like, really? Really? But that's the way they think. So you've been trying to that you proving my point, my brother. Well, the thing about that is, why if see, that's another thing, Alpha, also. If the Republican Party is so great for black people, why isn't there more black people? Why isn't there more black Republicans in politics? You only have 5 black Republicans in Congress right now, 1 in the Senate and 4 in the House. Why is there not more? If this party is so great for black people, why? And then the ones that's in the House, they don't speak up. And then the ones in the one in the Senate, we all know who he is. He's a boot-licking Trump ass kisser. I love you, Donald Trump. And then you got Byron Donalds in the House talking about, that's my daddy. Daddy is back. What kind of shit is this, man? Come on, man. Y'all are ridiculous, man. Y'all are embarrassing yourself for what? What are you getting out of this? You ain't getting nothing from this but embarrassment. And y'all need to understand that whole thing, man. Y'all sit here and watch these people say DEI, DEI, DEI when it comes to black people, and y'all have nothing to say about it. Nothing to say. And y'all know they're using it in a racial way. Y'all are sitting here allowing these people to say that black people are dumb and they can't get nowhere in this country without getting some help because of their color. That is what y'all allowing these people to do. And that's a shame. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. How can you vote for a man who keep talking about DEI, DEI, DEI? Then he goes and promotes someone out of favoritism who's not even qualified for the job. Not just one person. He promoted 4 or 5 people who not qualified for the position. But then they turn around and talk about, oh, you're a DEI hire. Oh, you're a DEI hire because of the color of your skin or because of your gender. That's crazy, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. Then we sit here and sit here and praise this man. Like he's really doing something to benefit the black community. What is Donald Trump doing to benefit the black community? What? Rolling back anti-discrimination laws. Sitting here firing people, and I guarantee you, he fired those people at the VA because in the federal government because he thought that majority of those people who worked in those DEI offices was black and females. That's why he got rid of those people. How can you sit here and tell people you out of a job just like that? Just because you work in an office? That's crazy, man. That is ridiculous. You're firing a group of people just because they work in a DEI office. And you thinking they're black, so you're gonna get rid of them. And it can't even apply for another job in agencies because they work in a DEI agency. What kind of shit is that? All because he think that they are black. These people are playing in your face. All you black mega supporters, these people are playing in your faces, and y'all don't even care. None of you care. None, not one. I heard the stupidity. I heard Phil Scott the other day talking about when he was growing up, there was no DEI. No, it wasn't DEI, stupid. They called it affirmative action when you was growing up. Come on. Let's be serious here. How stupid can you be? Oh, there was no DEI when I was growing up. Well, how did you make it, Phil? There's a thing called affirmative action because you about my age, about 55, 56 years old. I don't want to hear this bullshit no more about how the Republican Party is good for black people, how Donald Trump is good for black people, how Donald Trump is sitting here trying to turn back time on black people. And y'all need to wake the fuck up and understand that. They're just keeping it real. All this other nonsense, you can say anything you want to say about me, but I know one thing and one thing only. Donald Trump is out to get every black person he can kicked out of the federal government. And that's why he only hired one black person for his cabinet. Tell me someone else who holds a significant position in Donald Trump cabinet that's black. Understand that. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. Well, see, Darius, this is the point, though. You need to tell Donald Trump that because Donald Trump thinks that the majority of people who's under DEI are black and females. So you need to go explain that to Donald Trump. Don't explain it to me. Explain it to your boy. Because your boy is doing what he's doing because he thinks he can get rid of the black people. Understand that. And think about the Indians, honestly, white people are using Indians for cheap labor. That's why they don't have a problem with Indians coming into this country. In the tech industry especially. Because they get them at a cheap labor. It's cheap labor. That's what it is, cheap labor. So it's not about DEI with them. They don't care about Indians. They worry about your black ass. They don't care about Indians whatsoever. I live about 20 minutes from Quincy. Quincy got a huge Indian population. Matter of fact, they got a complex that's full of nothing but Indians. They don't care about Indians. When they talk about DEI, like I said before, when they talk about DEI, they're talking about two groups. Black people and women. That's it. He just sit here and fired the commandant of the United States Coast Guards because she's a woman. Y'all let that sink in. Honestly, Alpha, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Y'all are contributing to this nonsense by voting for Donald Trump. When he sat there and told y'all, we're going to get rid of these anti-discrimination laws. What is the purpose of that? Is America not a racist country? Yes, it is. America is a racist country still. Racism is not dead in this country. See, there you go. See, Darius, see, this is what y'all assuming. She was hired because of her identity, not because of her qualifications. Well, why was Pete Hegseth hired then, Darius? Tell me that. Why was Pete Hegseth hired to be the Secretary of Defense? Can someone please explain that to me? If that woman wasn't qualified, what makes Pete Hegseth more qualified than her? See, this is what kills me about y'all. Y'all see him make these stupid ass comments, but then you turn around, don't want to talk about Pete Hegseth, who was just confirmed as the Secretary of Defense. What makes him qualified? So by your logic, Alpha. So by your logic, I'm qualified to be Secretary of Defense because I served during the first Iraq Desert Storm, Desert Shield. So I'm qualified to be. I'm qualified. So I'm qualified. So thank you for saying I'm qualified. So this is what gets me is y'all sitting saying this man is qualified just because he's a combat vet. So that means that every combat vet is qualified to be Secretary of Defense. But this female, she wasn't qualified to be the commandant of United States Coast Guard. Come on, man. Let's get real. Come on, y'all not even making sense at this point. This person is not qualified, but this person is. But this person got less qualifications than this person does, but still this person is more qualified though. Make that make sense. Oh, come on, man. There y'all go with this trans things. You know, see, y'all don't letting all this so-called culture war affects y'all ability to think reasonable. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all don't let these culture wars dictate to y'all who's qualified and who's not qualified. Just because a person might have a view not in favor of trans don't make them qualified. I'm just saying. So you try to tell me Lord Austin wasn't qualified because he was more open to the trans community and to being more diverse in the military. So he wasn't qualified. But Pete Hegseth, who got less qualifications on paper than him, but he's more qualified because he hates trans. He hates diversity in the military. So that would make him more qualified? Come on, man. Come on. Let's come on, man. Yeah, and Alpha, I know, man, you had this conversation before where you do feel a certain way about trans. So I get you, but still, that doesn't make a person more qualified. Well, Joe, I'm going to say this right here, Joe, about Kamala in the vice president position. What makes her not the most qualified person to be vice president compared to her predecessors? I'm just saying, Joe. I'm just saying. Well, you know, Alpha, honestly, man, this is my thing about that, Alpha. If I got a trans who want to serve, I have no problem with that. And the reason why I have no problem with that, because you got so many Americans who don't want to serve their country. So why would I sit here and not let a trans serve when you have the majority of this fucking population who do not want to serve in the military? Let's be reasonable here. Let's be reasonable here. You got a trans who want to serve in the United States government, in the United States Army military. Then you got 10,000 people who don't want to serve. So you're going to deny her? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Let's be real. Come on, Alpha. She was the least popular candidate. You know what, Joe? You know what, honestly, these polls are so scared these days that you can't believe none of these polls. See, that's another thing that gets me about polls also. You know, we sit here and we talk about polls that we like, and then we sit here and talk about polls that we don't like. When all the polls are scared one way or another. Let's keep it real here. Let's keep it all the way real. So, but my thing is, no one have told me yet what makes Pete Hegseth more qualified to be Secretary of Defense than that commandant who was fired from the United States Coast Guards. What makes him more qualified? Can someone please explain that to me? Well, there is. So what? Black man got caught, mayor. How many corrupt politicians have been caught doing something over the years? Just because he's a black, he's no different. So what? There's plenty of white politicians, mayors, and governors who've been caught up in scandals. Come on, man. See, y'all keep talking about black and white. You know, every time something happens to a black person, y'all want to get talk negative about that black person when there's white people doing just as much dirt as black people. So why should I care about a black mayor being arrested for a drug ring? I don't care. I don't care. Politicians commit crimes every day. Black, white, purple, blue, no, what's the difference? They commit crimes every day. So why should I care? Let's talk about what we're talking about here. Let's talk about Donald Trump rolling back anti-discrimination laws in this country, or trying to anyway. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Donald Trump is firing people in the federal government just because he thinks they're black and they're working for the DEI agencies in these federal governments. The only reason he got rid of them because he thought they was black or female. Come on. Let's keep it real. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about this mayor who been arrested for a drug ring like that. Like that's something new. That's nothing new. But I tell you what, something is new. Having a president who's trying to roll back anti-discrimination laws. That's new. Let's talk about why we don't vote the way we should be voting. 47, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I guarantee you 47 can't even tell me what DEI really is. The majority of the people who talks about DEI doesn't even know what DEI really is. Understand that. You don't even know what DEI really is. I guarantee you cannot break it down. Everybody thinks that DEI is all about hiring black people just to get them, just to fill a quota. And that's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. But then we sit here and watch Pete Hesker sit here in front of the world who's not qualified, but we have nothing to say about him not being qualified for his position, though. We're just going to nominate him because he is a favorite loyal follower of Donald Trump. Come on, man. Y'all need to cut this shit out. Well, you know, if you look at the title of this live, you would know what I was going to talk about, right? Well, that's my point, Sufford. We'll sit here and talk about DEI and how it's a racist tool to promote black people who are not qualified, but these same people have no problem with Pete being appointed the Secretary of Defense for the United States Army. Come on, man. Who playing victim? Who playing victim? I don't understand who's playing victim. It's amazing how people use certain terms, and it's like, who playing victim? Have I said anything about being a victim? I think what I said was we got Donald Trump rolling back the anti-discrimination laws in this country. That's not playing victim. That's telling the truth. So I don't understand. See, trolls can come on and say anything they want to say, but at the same time, they don't have a clue what they're talking about. Peter's a hero. Okay, he's a hero. I'm full of shit. Okay, that's your opinion. You know, this is why I say I let people come in here and talk what they want to talk. They can say anything they want to say. It's all good because it's still the same trolls. Okay, yeah, it's a policy, but I'm not talking about that law. I'm talking about the equal employment opportunity laws. That's what I'm talking about. I bet you wasn't there, Dookie. I mean, Darius. Why would I call in Tariq? Why would I call in Tariq show? Tariq is nothing but a fucking troll himself. Tariq is a troll. Tariq Tariq has a following of idiots behind him. So why would I call into his show? Well, Darius, I don't think there's companies being forced to hire no one. See, that's the misinterpretation that y'all have of DEI. Yeah, it would be fun, Dookie. But see, the thing with Tariq is the type of person, when you get in the best of Tariq, he start jokes. He start telling jokes. That's it. That's his safe space to go back telling jokes. Because you really can't have a serious conversation, Tariq, because Tariq is not a serious person. Tariq is all about the money. He's all about hustling, trying to get that money from black people's pocket. That's what Tariq's all about. Can someone please tell me what DEI really is? What is the purpose of DEI? I want to know. All these people keep talking about DEI, DEI, but can someone tell me what is the real purpose of DEI? Yeah, he meets people also, Dookie. That's why I said Tariq is a bullshitter. You know what, Drake? Honestly, Drake, a lot of people say a lot of different things, and I really don't believe half the shit they say. I really don't. It's very hard to believe that you got discharged because you criticize DEI. Well, I guess Lucy, I guess Pete was unqualified, so he's a DEI hire. Is Peter a DEI hire? I'm just saying, Lucy. Since you said it's to hire unqualified people, I'm just saying. Peter's qualified. Okay. That's the problem with society today. We sit here and say certain people are qualified and certain people are. See, that's another reason why you can't sit here and go off of what these people said, because their definition of qualified is different than your definition of qualified. Who said anything about his personal life? Have I said anything about his personal life? I have not mentioned his personal life not one time. But since you brought it up, that's making me even more not qualified since you brought it up. Thank you for bringing it up, Lucy. Here we go with quotas. Everybody, it's like I said, quotas. You're being forced. You're being forced to hire unqualified people. Yeah, like I said, when y'all gonna learn what DEI really is about? Well, let me tell you, doggy. DEI is a training program. It's not a hiring program. It's a training program. It was meant to train people, to make people more diverse in their thought process and make people understand different cultures. That's basically what DEI was meant for. It was meant to get people to start thinking differently about other races. So in that way, the doors will open up more for other races. It wasn't about not hiring a unqualified black woman, a black man, or a woman, period. It was about training. You know, I'm reading these comments and I'm just sitting here laughing at the majority of them because none of them make sense. You know, and I know half of them are trolls anyway, so it is what it is. You know, so I'm just sitting here laughing at it. It's so funny how ignorant so many smart people think they are, but they really are ignorant as fuck. Boy, y'all really got it going on. But Michael, man, Michael, can you come better than that, Michael? I've been doing this for many years, Michael. Your trolling is very bad, dude. Your trolling is very bad. You need to learn how to troll better. I know, Lucy. I don't make sense, Lucy. And you make a lot of sense. I know, Lucy. You make a lot of sense. I know. And I don't. Yeah, I got bad teeth. Yeah. I'm just so I'm sitting under a yellow light. So thank you, Michael. I need a wig. Yeah. But anyway, enough of the trolls. But anyway, like I was saying, the purpose of this live was to show people that Donald Trump is not making America great again. Donald Trump is trying to make America racist again. That's basically what Donald Trump is trying to do. He's turning back anti-discrimination laws. He's trying to pretty much say, we don't care if you discriminate against women, black people, Asian people anymore. We don't care anymore. He just don't care anymore. And that's the whole thing about it. And we need to understand that as a people who really want to make America great, we need to understand what Donald Trump is doing. He's doing the opposite. He's trying to turn America back. He's really trying to turn America back. And that's the whole thing about it. You know, also, I was sitting here watching these idiots in Congress trying to pass this law to give Donald Trump a third term, which was very comical because they was trying to give him a third term, but they also was trying to keep Obama from running again also at the same time. And the way they worded this whole thing was, you know, you can run for a third term, but if you already did 2 consecutive terms as president, you can't run for a third term. And that was meant for Obama. That was totally meant for Obama because they're so afraid of Obama that they want to make sure Obama would never run again, even though it's a bullshit bill anyway, because that bill would never pass because you got to amend the 22nd Amendment in order to get that bill passed. So that would never happen. But it's just a funny thing about it. They actually wrote that bill for Donald Trump to get him a third term, but at the same time, they didn't want Barack Obama to run for a third term. So they made sure they put a little exception in there. That's how funny our government is these days. Those are the things that we're doing in our government, which is ridiculous. Trying to get Donald Trump a third term. Trying to amend the Constitution to get him a third term. What kind of shit is that, man? That is so much bullshit. So much bullshit. Did I read the bill? Well, did it seem like I read the bill, Brandon? Did I just kind of explain the bill? What more do you need to know? Donald Trump, third term. It's not that difficult to read. I don't get what you're saying. No, he didn't. I read it. What did it say, Brandon? Give me your interpretation of that bill, Brandon. What was the key points that was made in that bill, Brandon? It was the 22nd Amendment, and it was trying to get Donald Trump a third term. All right. Maybe I put Donald Trump name in there, but we all know it was geared towards Donald Trump. So what are we talking about, Brandon? Pure 22. What is your question? I'm trying to go back and see. I see your question. What party got rid of slavery? Hold on a second. Let me explain something about that. When Lincoln got rid of slavery, he did it for a reason. Now, when Lincoln originally got rid of slavery, it was only for the southern states. He didn't ban slavery altogether in this country. He only banned slavery in the South to the states that left the Union. So don't try to give Lincoln all this credit for ending slavery, okay? He had a reason to end slavery. But anyway, I'm waiting on Brandon to tell me what I was wrong about this bill. What was wrong, what I said about this bill? Michael, he didn't end all slavery, okay? He ended slavery in the South. Not only that, Michael, he actually gave the Confederate States an ultimatum. If they would have came back into the Union within 100 days, they could have kept their slaves. So it wasn't all about ending slavery, okay? You're kidding? No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. You go read history. I read history. Well, you know what, Ice Cold? I always tell people, if Donald Trump can cry for 4 years, I can cry for 4 years. So, okay. Nah, Grandma Love, they wasn't. Actually, Grandma Love, a lot of these people never trolls. That's why I kind of like play with them, because they're nothing but trolls. Thank you, Chris. That's what I'm saying, Chris. It was all politics. But Brandon, I still haven't seen your opinion of that bill about giving people a third term. I'm just saying, where's your opinion, Brandon? Where was I wrong about that bill? Michael, you got to come up with real facts first, man. I love when people tell you, oh, you didn't read the bill. You didn't read the bill. You're wrong about that bill. But then they can't come and tell you where I was wrong at. What's up, Mean Mug? Anthony, I don't know if you just came in here or not, but we were talking about a bill that the Republicans are trying to push, basically to give Donald Trump a third term. That's what we're talking about now, Anthony. Honestly, Michael, I can't think of the exact name of the bill, but I can tell you what the bill consists of. Oh, nah, Alpha, they serious about that, man. They serious about that bill. They put it on the floor. They trying to process that bill. They serious. They serious about that bill just like they serious about birthright citizenship. That's another bill they trying to push, in which they can't really push because it's in the Constitution. All these bills that they're trying to push are constitutional laws. I'm making stuff up. Okay. I'm making stuff up. Well, Epstein files. He don't want to declassify the Epstein files because that has something to do with him. I don't know, Alpha. Like I said, I don't put nothing past these Republicans, man. These people are crazy. The birthright citizenship bill they trying to push, this third term bill they trying to push. They trying to push a lot of nonsense stuff that goes against the Constitution. He need more than 4 years. Yeah, okay. Yeah. See, me, Mark, this is my thing though. If I'm reading to this wrong, If these Republicans are coming onto television and pushing these bills, what is there to read wrong? I don't get it. Why are people trying to tell you you didn't see what you saw? Isn't that kind of crazy? You seeing these things with your own eyes, but they telling you, oh, that's not what you saw. That's not what you heard. What did I see? But they can't tell you. But they can't tell you what you didn't see. Right, Richard. That's my point. For Donald Trump, but not Obama. But I didn't see that with my own eyes, though. $22. You can't tell those people that. You can't say that Lord Austin. You can't say that Lord Austin was more qualified than Pete. You can't say that. No, I'm not what I'm overthinking, me, Mug. Right, Grandma. They ain't paying attention. They're not paying attention. What I'm overthinking, me, Mug. Well, you know what, Brandon? Would you please leave? Honestly, Brandon, if you leave, it won't hurt my feelings, dude. Because basically, I can talk to the people who comes here every day, and I don't have to worry about reading all these comments. So please leave. Like that really gonna hurt me. That really gonna hurt me? No, it won't. It won't hurt me. I don't like big crowds anyway, because I can't read the chat too fast. We need to hold your feet to the fire. Hey, Michael, you got to come with some facts first to hold my feet to the fire. Me, Mug, you got a whole lot of billionaires that are freeloading right now. Are you tired of them too? Come on, man. Come on, man. I feel you, mean Mug. It's about you and yours, but my thing about this right here is y'all got to understand. Y'all are paying attention to all this other stuff that goes on around you, but you're not paying attention to some key things. Like I said, you're not paying attention to Donald Trump trying to roll back anti-discrimination laws in this country. That's what you need to be paying attention to. You haven't replied to any of my comments. You said he won't facts. Well, 1317, I haven't really noticed the comments. So if you put them back in the chat again, maybe I could notice them. Just put them back. Grandma Love, they're not gonna understand that, Grandma Love, until it happened to them. If you notice, Grandma Love, no one complains until it happens to them. Richard, me and Mother will hear about corporate welfare. They don't want to hear about all this subsidizing that the government gives to the oil companies and all the rest of these companies. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear about the billions of dollars that all these companies are getting when they're subsidized. My birth report. I don't know about that strong again thing. What about Jared Kushner, $1 billion from the Saudis, Michael? Yeah, Grandma Love, but think about that, Grandma Love. I seen that, but I'm a little shaky on that because no one showed proof of who what really was. So no one got video of who the people was. So I honestly, with that one, I'm not gonna believe anything on that one until I see some videos. I got to see some hard proof on that one. But I did see that video though. What do you think about Trump pardoning over 1,500 people on page on January 6th attack? I think it was stupid. I think it was disrespectful to the Capitol police officers who was there that day. Trump just totally disrespected the blue. Totally disrespected the blue. The national debt is going to explode the next 4 years. They're going to explode. You know what, party guy? We all have had issues with Joe Biden doing that. See, that's the only thing about a true American. We can call out both sides. A lot of Americans had issues on both sides with Joe Biden doing that, pardoning his family. So by saying that, you're not really saying anything. Drake, what is false imprisonment? Trump pardoned the worst of the worst. He let out the worst of the worst. Matter of fact, one guy he pardoned got locked right back up the next day because of gun charges. These people, see, a pardon was really meant for people who actually admitted to their crime and felt remorse for their crime. That's what a pardon was really for. Those people ain't remorse. They don't have no remorse whatsoever for what they did. Dude, do you know how much the debt increased under Trump the first year, his first term? You know, Michael, if I have to explain to you what happened on January 6th, it's useless. How much compared to Biden? I went up to that. Nah, that's not because of COVID, dude. It wasn't because of COVID. You got to realize COVID was only Trump last year in office. How about the other 3 years to Alpha? 13, 17, I have no idea. The only comment I see of yours is when you said, I don't see your comments. So I have no idea what you're talking about. That's kind of strange that the only comments I'm seeing from you is the ones you're complaining about me not seeing your comments. The other 3 years are great. Okay. All right. Including $27 billion you had to pay the farmers because of that trade war with China. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was great. All right. Hey, Mean Mug. So I guess you calling him daddy too then, huh? You calling him daddy also, Mean Mug? Daddy is back. Drake, I can believe Drake. That's the best comment right there. I agree with you there. I agree with you, Drake. Terrorists only going to do is cost us more money. Terrorists is a bargaining chip. Nah, it's not a bargaining chip. Trump really means that. It's not a bargaining chip. Trump really means that. But for all the trolls that's in the chat, can y'all please do me a favor? Do me one favor. Help this black man out. Give me some DEI. Give me some DEI and hit that thumbs up button, please. Give me some special treatment because I'm black and hit my thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. Better yet, you can hit the thumbs down button too. Either one don't make a difference. Hit either one. Oh, not a chance victim? Well, Michael, I'm pretty sure you hit the thumbs down button, Michael. Either one will do, though. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Just hit one of them. I know, Michael. It's fake talk with Gary. Even though Michael haven't told me any facts yet, but it's okay, Michael. Only thing Michael been doing the whole time is insults. So I don't get it, Michael. I appreciate that, Mean Mug. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that, TJL. Thank you for my reparations. I really appreciate you giving me my reparations. Yeah, Katie Bird. Yeah. That's my DEI special treatment by hitting that thumbs up button. Oh my God. Well, Martin, 9957. I haven't, my family, my great grandmother was the last one who lived on the plantation. We've been out to plantation for many years. So I have no idea what you're talking about plantation wise, but I'm a black man who has my own opinions. I think for myself, and I'm always going to think for myself. See, I'm a real, true, independent thinker. I don't let no one think for me. So I don't understand this plantation thing. What is this plantation thing? And then it's like, y'all are trying to say that black people on this Democrat plantation, but at the same time, it's like, what is the Republican Party? See, the Republican Party won't even let you in the door to play with them. I'm just saying, I'm confused. If the Democrat Party is the plantation, what is the Republican Party? I don't get it. Are you for or against Trump? That's not even a question to ask. Read the title of this live. That should tell you what I'm for and what I'm against. Beverly Williams pardon? I don't know about that one, Alpha. I had to look that one up. I'm not sure what that one is. Where the Republican Party stands for racism and division. Yeah. That's what it stands for. Like I said, Michael, if Trump can cry for 4 years, I can cry for 4 years too. So I have no problem with that. That's not an insult. I tell everybody I'm gonna cry for 4 years. So that's not an insult. Millions of blacks voted for Trump. Wonder why? Well, millions of more blacks voted for Democrats, and I wonder why. So what is your point? You call that fight? I call it crying. Resist the snow bunny, save the bloodline. Well, I must admit, I love snow bunnies too. I love all women. I don't make a difference what you are. You can be a snow bunny, you can be Asian, black, whatever. I love you all. Mike, you keep saying I don't have facts. I haven't seen no facts from you yet. Only thing I've seen from you is insults. Thank you, Grandma Love. We're gonna cry together. We're gonna cry together for 4 years. That's right, me Mark. Them YouTube tears, man. Oh man. Say something for the rest of y'all. Actually, Kelly, you're wrong, Kelly. The majority didn't vote for Trump. Trump only got 49% of the vote. So that means 50% of the people voted against him. Look that up, Kelly. Y'all really don't have facts around here, do you? Y'all make y'all own facts up. The majority of the people voted for Trump. No, the majority of the people didn't vote for Trump. Trump might have won the popular vote, but the majority of the country voted against him still. Add it up. How she's wrong? Because he only got 49% of the vote. That's how she's wrong. Kelly, go look it up, Kelly. Go look it up. I didn't say he didn't get the majority of the vote, as in 49% of the vote, and everybody else commonly got 48%. Then there was like 1% that voted for third parties. So he didn't get the majority of the votes. If you look at the whole situation, he got 49% of the vote. Jinx, go look it up. It says 49% of the vote. He got 49% of the vote. The majority of the people who voted in this country in this last election voted against Trump. Small government? Are you serious? Yeah, okay. Small government, okay. Free market, okay. Kelly, I'm not going to argue with you about this. Go look up the numbers. Trump only got 49% of the voters. 50% of the voters, 50 point something percent of the voters voted against Trump. That's a fact. I'm not talking about the electoral college. I'm talking about the popular vote. How is benefiting from his policy, 47? I'm not benefiting from his policies. What have he done to do anything that I'm benefiting from? The gas prices are still up. Food prices still up. What I'm benefiting from? Hey, Kelly, let me ask you a question, Kelly. What are you actually talking about? Are you talking about the electoral votes, or are you talking about the popular vote? Which one are you talking about? Because I'm talking about the popular vote, as in the majority of the voters voted against Trump. Oh my God. I'm not Jinx, look, I'm not saying that he didn't get 49%. What I'm saying is, add all the numbers up, of the voters, there is more than 50% who voted against him than voted for him. That's my point in the popular vote. I'm not saying he didn't win the popular vote. What I'm saying is, if you put everything together, the majority of the voters voted against him. That's what I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Never mind. I'm just getting off that subject because y'all, you're pretending like you don't understand what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Christoph. He got 49.7% of the vote, which is not the majority of the voters. Right, Thomas. I know. Everywhere I go, I just argue with Trump fans. And no matter what channel I go to, I got Trump fans everywhere. And you can't win when you can't win against a coat. You cannot win against a coat. Michael. Look, that's a dead issue now, Michael. Wait, argue with me. I just got here. All right, Logan. Oh. What policy hurt me? What policies hurt me? Oh. In welfare? Now, are we talking about corporate welfare also, Mega? Are you talking about ending corporate welfare as well? Because I'm down with that now. If you want to end corporate welfare, I'm down with that. Let's talk about that. Let's do away with all welfare, including corporate welfare. The billions of dollars that we give to the oil industry every year. Let's end that. The billions of dollars we subsidize corporate America with. Let's end all that. I'm down with that, brother. I'm down with that. Let's end all that. Well, Doug, let's think about what he just did by trying to get rid of all these anti-discrimination laws. That's a policy that's going to hurt me. I'm just saying, Doug. Didn't you read the title of this live? Well, Mega, if you want to individual states, you want to end all the welfare to these individual states with no federal bailouts. A lot of southern states will be heard about that, right? Like Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, South Carolina, Louisiana, Mississippi. All those states will get hurt if you did that. You know what, Michael? I would agree with you on the first part of that. I do live in the greatest country in the world. I will agree with that. And in this great country, it gives me the right to cry. Understand that also. That's why this country was founded the way it was founded, so people like me can cry when I feel like crying. No white guy ever called me a cracker? Okay. What do I have to cry about? A lot of injustices in this world, Michael. A lot of injustices. Christoph, you can't tell them that, man. They don't even know what DEI is, so it is what it is. These people are heartless. It's all about money. You're right about that. It's all about money. All about money. They don't care. Well, Mr. Peanut Butter, I disagree with that. I think the last 4 years been great. I think Joe Biden pulled us out of a situation that we was in that was doomed because of Donald Trump, and Joe Biden came out of it great. So I had no problem with the last 4 years. Josh, I believe everything I just said. Joe Biden pulled us out of a ditch when he came into office because of Trump, and he put us back on the road. Mr. Peanut Butter, I think your name itself is a troll. You talking about me trolling? Look at your name. uh, I'm playing the game to get views. You talking to the wrong person, Josh. I know, Jinx. I know you suffering. I know you lost your home. You don't have a job. You don't have no kind of income. The last 4 years just been horrible for you, Jinx. It's just been horrible for you. You got nothing going for yourself. You just living in the gutter. I know, Jinx. Your life is just awful right about now. It's amazing how these people they complain about the last 4 years, but they're living good still, though. They're living really good. They're driving nice cars. They're living in nice homes. Their bank account is full, and they're complaining that the last 4 years was horrible. Okay. I don't know why people keep saying that I'm doing this to get views. Majority of you people in this chat room, I have never seen before. This has nothing to, I came on here to talk to like 5 or 6 people. I didn't invite none of you people here. So if you leave, I can care less. I don't get people. I really don't get people. They see the title. They never been here before. I never seen them before, but I'm the one trying to get these people to come. No, that's YouTube algorithm. The reason why you're here. Not because I invited you here. That's YouTube. I'm glad y'all came, but at the same time, stop saying I'm doing shit for clicks and views when I'm just having a conversation. Yeah, Grandma Love, it's just a YouTube algorithm. That's why they're here. They're not here because I got clickbait. They don't understand how YouTube works. I'd rather sit here with 4 or 5 people in the room. That way I can read the comments of people who comes and see me all the time, not someone who's just a passerby. Well, I appreciate that, TJL. Michael, you haven't showed me the facts yet. I'm still waiting on the facts to come across the stream from you, Michael. explain Biden's total disregard with the First Amendment. What do you mean, Scott? Oh, Kelly, I'm gonna ask for the light since you're here. Don't get me wrong now. Since you're here, Kelly, I'm gonna ask for a light now. I'm gonna take advantage of the situation. But I didn't invite you here, but I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'll be stupid not to. Oh my God. I appreciate that. All you need is love. I appreciate that. Come on, me, you gonna sit here and tell me to say that Biden did a terrible job? Are you serious? Do you really want that to come out my mouth, knowing that I'd be lying if I said those words? No, that's not gonna happen, me, Mug. Biden did a great job. He did a great job. Only thing I disagree with Biden was his last few days in office. He's made some decisions that I really disagreed with. When he started pardoning people who hadn't did anything, I disagreed with that. I think that was the worst decision he made in 4 years. That was his worst decision. He should have never did that because, like I said, the only thing he did was enable these false narratives to happen. They're going to accuse the people of doing something just because he pardoned them. So he was totally wrong for that. Totally wrong for it. So, you know, that's pretty much one of the few things I disagree with Biden on. And that too, Grandma. I can't also say that some of the border stuff I disagree with also. I disagree that he was slow in acting on the border. Now, the last 10 months he was in office, they closed the border pretty much down. But prior to that, I can say, yes, they was the cause of a lot of the mess at the southern border. I can say that he did that also. I disagree with that also. See, I can sit here and call Biden out on things that I dislike that he did. See, unlike some of these Trump supporters, no matter what Trump did, they're going to say, yeah, it was great. They're not going to sit here and say it was wrong. Well, Graphic, I'll be honest with you, no one is telling me facts from y'all point of view. Everybody's trying to say I'm not talking about facts, but when I say something that's factual, you want to say, no, that's not right. That's a lie. But no one can tell me what I'm lying about. Like, I'm still waiting on someone to tell me, who was it? It was someone who was talking about the third term thing for Trump. They say I was wrong about that bill, but no one can tell me what I was wrong about. The infrastructure bill. The infrastructure bill was something good that he did for this country. Matter of fact, it was so great that you had Republicans going back home trying to take credit for it. The infrastructure bill, that was great. Help getting the PAC Act packs for veterans, that was great. Veterans health care, that was great. And you had Ted Cruz giving the thumbs down. He was bragging about thumbing down a health care bill for veterans. Trump did that. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Y'all ask me a question, I give y'all answer to your question, then next thing I know, Trump did that. Come on, man, stop it. Stop it. Linda, Lauren Boebert is not a rhino. She went to California and she was bragging about projects that was being done in Colorado. She went to Colorado bragging about bills, construction that was being done because of the infrastructure bill that was passed. Lauren Boebert is not a rhino. Well, you know what, Randall? You know, I have a speech impediment, so I can care less about what you think about me pronouncing words. It is what it is. But you know what I'm talking about, right? So what's the difference? You know, y'all people are like, it's like y'all are like kindergartners. You know, y'all nothing like y'all just like kindergartners. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Keith, I haven't seen no facts. You know, people keep saying I'm missing facts. What facts? I haven't seen no facts yet. Let's see. I was not asking about Biden, but your statement on what Trump policies are, they are going to hurt you. Like I told you, the start of this live was about what? Rolling back anti-discrimination laws. That's what's going to hurt me. As a black man in America, that's what's going to hurt me. Rolling back anti-discrimination laws. Kelly, you know, that been debunked so many times about what Trump did for HBCUs. Trump didn't do anything for HBCUs. Only thing Trump did was sign a law that Congress passed that had expired, and Congress renewed it, and Trump signed the bill. That was it. That was it. Trump didn't do anything special for HBCUs. Quotas, quotas, quotas. There we go with quotas again. People keep saying quotas, quotas. What's a lie, Carter? What did I lie about? That is true, Drake. That is true also. That's part of DEI also. Hey, Michael, like I said, I have no problem with all these mega supporters in here. I have no problem with that. Crime rate and inflation. Hey, Keith, you need to go check out the real stats when it comes to crime rate and inflation. Michael, do you think that hurts me because I got Trump supporters in here? Have you know what, Michael? This is my thing. I have been insulted several times during this live from Trump supporters. Have I blocked anyone? See, I'm a guy who can tolerate anything. Hey, Marty, just because he made it to where they'll have to come back to the government and ask for money doesn't mean that he did anything great for them. He didn't increase the funding though. He just said that you don't have to come back. That's nothing special. Yeah, John, there's a lot of trolls in here. A lot of trolls. I appreciate that, Josh. I appreciate that. You're going to find me? I'm not too hard to find, Michael. I'm the troll on my own channel. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I got you. I'm trolling my own channel. I got you. Michael, I don't think I need a hug. I think you the one need a hug, my brother. I don't need a hug. That's why I'll be sitting up here reading. uh, I don't know. I don't know why people keep. You know what? Y'all are the only one to talk about my numbers. So y'all are one that's really interested in the numbers, not me. Rondo, man. Honestly, Rondo, I don't drink Kool-Aid, but I can tell right now that a lot of Trumpsters have drunk a lot of Kool-Aid over the last 8 years. Right, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. They don't even know me like that to the point where they know I deal with trolls on a daily basis. Anytime I come live, I deal with trolls. Oh, this is nothing new. It might be more trolls than usual, but it's nothing new. Rondo, the economy treated me fine, man. I did good under Biden. I did real good under Biden. The economy didn't affect me none. I don't love Biden. I love his policies. TJL, if you missed what I said earlier, I told y'all the last 10 months they closed the border down pretty good. But prior to that, yes, the border was open. And I disagree with Biden by not acting quicker to get it under control. So, like I said, I can criticize Biden on certain things. That's the whole point. That's the reason why I find out this live to ask that same question. Why is Donald Trump trying to roll back anti-discrimination laws in this country? Why was that really necessary? And this is my thing. Just to be serious for a second, because I know we kind of got off track. I got started talking about these trolls and stuff like that. But my question to all the Trump supporters in the chat right now: why was it necessary? John actually just posed this question himself. Why was it necessary for him to roll back a 1965 executive order from LBJ that was a protection for discrimination in the workplace? Why was that necessary? Keith, to answer your question, no, race shouldn't be a factor in hiring someone, and race is not a factor in hiring no one. That's just a misconception that the Republican Party is putting out there. I disagree with that, me mug. I really disagree with that. I don't think no one took advantage of that. I think that policy was to protect people from being discriminated in the workplace. Like I said, it could be a disabled person, it could be an Asian person, it could be a black person, it could be anybody, a woman. That was there to protect people because we live in a society that's not perfect. We live in a society that still, with systemic racism, still exists in this country. And that's something that we have to understand. Systemic racism still exists in America. And that's why those policies were put into place, because of systemic racism. So y'all need to cut it out, man. I I don't think it was so. I don't think it was to the point where so many groups were being elevated. I think more people got more opportunities because people were opening their eyes that these people actually qualify for these positions. They wasn't being given these positions because they're not qualified, just because of their skin color. They was given those positions because they are qualified. That's all. There you go, John Davis. Redlining, systemic racism. But you can't get people to understand that, John. They don't want to see things like that. Like I said, America is a great country. America is a great country. I serve my country. I've been in other places, and I can tell you, America is a great country, but America is not perfect. There's still a lot of flaws in this country. And people need to understand that. And that's the problem with people. They don't want to admit that America had a lot of flaws still. They don't want to admit it. And when you admit it, they say you hate America because you're telling the truth about America. And that's crazy. Well, Keith, I disagree with that also because, Keith, come on, man. It's a proven fact. All right, Josh, man. Same to you too, man. You have a great day also. I appreciate you stopping by, man. No, I don't think companies was going out their way to hire people just because of the color of their skin. Like I said, a lot of these companies, they tend to wake up and understand that they was missing a bigger picture from the workforce. And I can tell you, I have told this story several times before. And when I worked for Walmart years ago in the early 2000s, they started this mentoring program, and you could say it was a DEI type program, but the program was to enhance their diversity in their company. So what they did was they told their management team to mentor someone opposite of them. If you was a black male, they wanted you to mentor someone that was white or a female. If you was a white male, they wanted you to mentor someone that was a black male or a black female or female. And that way you can learn about different cultures and learn about different things about that person. Because it was a known fact, that people tend to hire people who have things in common with them. And that's the reason why Walmart wanted to try that program. They wanted to make their management team more diverse, but they wanted people to learn from one another also and get out of that comfort zone. Because it was a known fact. But people don't want to hear that, though. But that's the reason why we have DEI programs, for that reason. For that reason. But see, y'all take it in another level. Oh, they have these programs so they can hire more black people just because they're not qualified and for the color of their skin, which is not true. It's not true. It's not true at all. But that's the purpose of trying to get a more diverse work environment, to learn from one another. Because we are different. We grew up different. We live different. So in order, because think about it. When you're in a diverse work environment, a lot of times you see people who look alike go to lunch together or hang out together. So in order to break that norm, you bring out these training programs to try to help bring to help the division up, bring the division closer together. All right, Mima, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Keith, you haven't given me no facts though, dude. You haven't gave me no facts. They don't get it, Josh. They really don't get it. Well, guys, I really appreciate everybody stopping by. Like I said, I have no problem having a healthy dialogue with anyone. Trump supporters, I can care less who you are, you know. And like I said, my thing about the whole situation is we're all Americans. We should stop the hate amongst one another, and we should understand we need to listen to one another. That's what the bottom line is. We need to listen to one another and be better people. And we all get along. You know, diversity is good for America. Diversity is good for companies. Diversity is good overall for everything. But like I said, thank you guys for stopping by. And I really enjoyed the conversation. And to all my regulars like Grandma Love, Alpha, Me Mug, I appreciate you guys coming by. I understand I wasn't able to reach out comments as usual because I had a lot of Trump supporters here, which I had no problem with that. But thank you guys for coming by also. Until next time, I salute you all. Y'all have a good day, man.